cooperatives. Like, I don't understand. There's multiple different ways to do this.
Do that voluntarily. Go do what the Amish do. Go live in northern New York. In America, we have people that live in cooperatives today. Don't tell me how to live my life. You can live your life however you want to.
It's just, look,
the big difference and distinction is that it's impossible to live as a capitalist.
Rats like Venezuela.
I didn't say it was bad. I said it was Marxist, and now I'm going to tell you why it's bad. The problem with the Marxist argument is the incentive structure. In a free market system, incentives, everybody is incentive to create value, get a job, or take a risk and employ people. Under a Marxist socialist system, you're incentivized to either run for political office, get as much power as you possibly can, to try to extract money away from people that don't have it.
What about cooperatives? Like, I don't understand. There's multiple different ways to do this.
Do that voluntarily. Go do what the Amish do. Go live in northern New York. In America, we have people that live in cooperatives today. Don't tell me how to live my life. You can live your life however you want to.
It's just, look,
the big difference and distinction is that it's impossible to live as a capitalist in a socialist country.
True.
You can live as a socialist in a capitalist country.
It's impossible to have capitalism without socialism. You could never.
How's that?
You could never implement capitalism without public roads, without the infrastructure necessary to bring private industry. What the hell are you talking about? You can live in a socialist country. It won't be great if it's a fully socialist country. I don't think we've been able to figure that out yet. So I'm not even saying that a fully socialist country will be great. But you have never, ever lived in a fully capitalist country.
You pay tolls? You pay tolls?
So that's it? That's
a user fee. That's not socialism. That's if you use the highway, you pay for the highway.
Highways are
you
not
pay a gas tax.
Okay,
you pay a gas tax. So
Yeah.
if you drive a car, you pay into the highway fund.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
how it works, Hasan.
You're right.
You know,
Socialism is just what you want it to be,
I'm gonna
and
put
not
a
what
gun
it
to your
actually
head
is. You're
and
right.
fund
Never
a
mind.
program that will not benefit you, to send the money to someone else that is in a different socioeconomic circumstance. Free market capitalism is the greatest wealth-creating engine in human history. It's lifted more people out of poverty, and you are a beneficiary of the very system that you are bashing right now.
No, because it's
Your
not
life
free
is
market
better.
capitalism. It's so stupid. When the last time we had free market capitalism or something close to it was leading up to the Great Depression, okay? There's no such thing as like we have a fully free market. Where is the fully free market? If you like a decentralized government, why don't you go live in Somalia? There's decentralized government there, all you want.
Well, so we are more capitalist than we are socialist.
What the heck is he talking about? Huh? I mean, Hasan Piker, this is absolutely freaking unbelievable. He says, wait. We haven't really figured out total socialism yet, and I don't know if I want to live in one someplace like that, but you know what? It still may be worth a try. And then he said, we haven't had free market capitalism since, what did he say, I don't even know where he's pulling this thing out of. It's not like he's pulling it out of the air. I think he's pulling it out of his ass. I mean, this is absolutely unbelievable. Charlie just keeps throwing data points and facts and figures that are actually true. And then basically he's telling me, he said, look, don't tell us how to live. You want to live that way? Go live like the Amish. Go out off the grid if you want to live that way. But don't tell me how to live. Don't tell everybody else how to live. Don't tell us what to do with our taxes. And so he goes, socialism because of the roads and the highways. And how do you think stuff's going to be brought to you and taken from, and brought from a store to your place? How do you get from your place to your job, to the store, to your place of work, to your friend's house? You're using the roads. Oh, so now it's the same thing. Like, you didn't build that. That same freaking mentality that came from the Obama monarchy, now through the Biden buffoonery. I mean, it's unbelievable. And this is what they're basically spewing. This is basically what they're touting at the young jerks. The young Turks with Cenk the Cenk Uyghur and one of his proteges. I guess it's his cousin or something, Hasan Piker. And Hasan Piker attacking the very system that's made him millions and millions of dollars, that's allowed him to live in luxury, that's allowed him to be not even in the 1 percenters, above the half a percenters, the quarter percenters, because of his streaming on Twitch. And I don't begrudge him a single thing. That's great. That's capitalism at work. He found something that he was good at, because obviously it certainly isn't debating. Not with someone with facts and figures. But this is a person that basically lives in a mansion, drives very expensive cars, and talks about eating $100 sushi. And he's lecturing us, to go be socialist Marxists, because that's what would be great for this country and for everybody else.
Right now, and everywhere the free market...
Oh, so you admit that capitalism and socialism coexist. So we have Thank you for proving my earlier point, even
Hasan,
though you were like,
yes,
Marxism.
we have some so yes, we have broken public schools, which you would attribute to socialist policies. We spend money that we don't have.
I said that we need to spend
Government
more
is far
on
too big, far too powerful, far too controlling over our lives.
Dude,
we have a $4.4 trillion budget every single year.
It's an idea. It's an ideology. You
we
can't,
have, we have 3 million people that work for the federal government. All of these are pseudo-socialist ideas, of which I categorically disagree with.
So you want to privatize the school system entirely?
Okay, localize the school
answer
system.
My question.
Eliminate
answer
the Department of Education.
Don't
send the money
run
back
away.
to the states.
Send it back to the states, local level.
By the way, what does Foster Friess think about all that? I would like to know his perspective, because obviously his perspective is more important.
So if you're just so you don't know, he's trying to attack my investors and donors, of which I'm happy to talk about. We have 35,000 donors spanned in all 50 states. We now have a $15 million budget. And we are supported by some of the most successful people in the American business community.
He means wealthy billionaires who have stolen your money and your wealth.
Right. Like the same thing in terms of what Sank the Jank used, right? When he went begging for money so that he could continue TYT, the young jerks. The young Turks, right? Is that what you're talking about, Hasan? And it's called investing, you stupid, moronic, idiotic retard. God, are you simmering? SIMR. Stupid, idiotic, moronic, retarded. So what if he's got billionaire donors that are investing? They saw something good. They saw something great. They said, this is a marketable tool. We're going to invest in it, and we're going to reap the rewards of that. Everybody wins. Win-win situation. That's what they call capitalism. Win-lose is socialism, because there is no win-lose. It's lose-lose. And in communism, it's just lose, lose, lose. Marxism, cube that, square that.
For everyone. Oh, really? So when we get investments from people that, for example, helped create the modern internet as we know it, or people that helped...
Oh, how was the modern internet created? Oh, wait, that was also socialism. That was actually military finance.
So let me ask you a question.
There you go. And another example of how publicly funded research is good, and we all benefit from it.
The most successful Silicon Valley companies right now are all socialist. Is that what you're saying? Google,
no,
Apple,
absolutely not.
Facebook. Oh, okay. So
did the most successful Silicon Valley companies invent the internet?
Technology sector.
Come on,
we rely on the free market.
That's not what I said at all.
No, hold on. How about internet providers? You just said internet providers.
No, I said ISPs need socialism so that there's an infrastructure set in place so that they can come and build
they pay for every single year.
Okay,
so
exactly. That's socialism.
Yes, but in order for them to operate, they have to pay into it.
This is so silly.
So we're talking about two different definitions.
No, we're not. There's one real definition that I'm trying to describe to you, and then there's another one where you're just like making up and picking and choosing whatever is capitalist because it benefits your talking point, and then claiming that
Western civilization was created by free market capitalism.
More government. I'm trying to explain this concept to you, but you refuse to understand. But I don't think it's because you can't understand it. I think it's because you refuse to understand because it doesn't fit your narrative. My
narrative's about freedom. My narrative's that America's the greatest country ever to exist, and I want to expand freedom and opportunity for all people. My narrative is that
there is no freedom in a country.
The narrative I care is that we have global poverty at the all-time low.
That is privatized tyranny, Charlie. There is no freedom in a country that is privatized tyranny, where you're...
So now America's a privatized tyranny. That's what this jerk wants, basically. I called him a jerk. Sorry about that. An idiot. Hasan Piker, it's this privatized tyranny. This multimillionaire is talking about privatized tyranny. Amazing, folks. Amazing. The gumption, the nerve these guys have.
Bosses can do whatever they want and never even give you an example, and never even give you a reason.
I'm not arguing
for
anything in the same galaxy is what you're describing, first and foremost.
You just said I'm arguing for freedom. I'm telling you that progress is important. Progress towards liberty
system,
needs to happen.
That means you have private property rights, which mean if somebody is exploiting you, you go to a judge and you adjudicate that differences. That is inherent in a free market system. You're arguing some sort of
is that the only thing that happens?
Abstract anarcho-capitalism.
What happens when there are natural barriers of entry and the government obviously has to step in and subsidize? What happens? Like we have socialism,
like affirmative action policies.
We only have socialism for the wealthy, and we have some socialism for the very poor.
Okay.
What we need to do is bring that back and have socialism for everyone. For example, Medicare for all would be a good place to start.
Okay. So you...
There is no answer you can give me to what will happen when automation wipes out the labor force with artificial intelligence. Socialism, whether you like it or not, some variation of that already exists in our country, but some variation of that that will make you deeply uncomfortable will inevitably happen. So it's really silly. You can yell about the free market and how great it is, and also the free market's great because my dad is wealthy is not an argument that you can make anymore, okay? There are people that are suffering in this country.
So Hasan, why don't you give...
Hasan, what the hell are you doing about those people that are suffering other than the verbal diarrhea, which basically spews forth from your mouth? What have you done? What have you done to help the poor and downtrodden? The slaves, the serfs, the vassals that you claim are in the multi-millions in America. Tell us, Hasan, tell us, what are you doing to save those people other than twitching all day?
95% of your money away and go live on a commune.
Do you really think that that's how it works? Do you really think that's how it works?
Go live what you preach. Because every single day, you talk uninterrupted for 5 minutes. Hasan, let me finish.
Go ahead. Sorry, you're right.
I live what I practice. I'm a free market capitalist. I employ people. I took a risk. I have my own startup business. Every single day, I practice what I preach. He wants other people to contribute to what he considers to be a good idea, what he considers will make the world a better place. You have the freedom to go live as a socialist. Go do it, Hasan. What's stopping you?
Okay,
right.
So here's why
nice.
Ridiculous. And the last point I will make is this. Here's why that conversation is absolutely preposterous. If I gave away the measly earnings that I had and gave away 95% of
How much do you make,
that wouldn't necessarily even push the needle. I will be very honest. It's really embarrassing, especially because my boss is sitting right there. I make $60,000 a year, okay? And that's a really good salary, but it's not like what Ted Cruz's wife was talking about the other day when she said $174,000 salary a year. It's not like we're gonna buy a second home anytime soon, but that's besides the point, okay? You're trying to attack me, which is ridiculous, like asking me what my salary is. Sure, I'll reveal it willingly.
You brought it up in context. I'm asking, why don't you live like a socialist?
Okay.
Go live like a socialist.
The point is larger than that, Charlie.
I live like a capitalist every single day, Shank. I live as a capitalist, okay? I live when I believe.
No.
What do? I get charity every single year.
Hold on.
What's my salary? Less than his.
Charlie, take a seat.
Come on, Shaikh, let's go.
Charlie,
what are you doing?
Take a seat. Take a seat.
Psycho?
All right, no. Take a seat. You're gonna take a seat. You're gonna take a seat over here.
Oh my God.
What's my salary?
All right.
Oh, ridiculous. All right, behave, everyone. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I practice what I preach, Shaikh.
Charlie.
You do not practice what you preach.
Charlie.
All right, hold on. Last point.
You don't want to give him the attention here.
Everyone,
35,000 donors across the country,
last
my friend.
Last point.
We are funded by the grassroots of this country. You can try to demagogue it all you want.
Okay. Can I finish my point?
Yes.
All right.
Wow.
Less than Hasan's.
Hold on.
Charlie.
Let me finish my point.
All right.
Right? We're having a reasonable discussion, right? We're here, we're talking to one another. Let's stop screaming at one another, including those of the Young Turks who obviously don't pay me enough. So, so here's what I was trying to say, okay? We like to make ourselves feel comfortable by implementing certain environmental policies. For example, like the straw ban in California, which is largely ridiculous because it lowers 0.006% of the plastic in the ocean. This is just simply to make ourselves feel comfortable when 100 companies are responsible for 71% of the carbon emissions. It's ridiculous to think that we are going to have any sort of positive change if I go out and I live in a upstate New York collective. Obviously, I'm fighting so that everyone can at least see that I'm coming at this not from a partisan place, not from a partisan place at all, but from a place where I'm looking at our problems in this country and trying to find solutions that will help every single American.
Okay. Perfect. So we have to wrap it up now, but I want to say a couple things. First of all,
Wow. Well, and on that note there, was that something? Sank the Jank getting a little irritated. I guess the Hulk, the beast, came out from Sank the Jank as he literally tried to get up on stage there to go after Charlie Kirk or whatever. And Hasan's trying to be the mediator over there saying, settle down, everybody, settle down. Let's get back to talking. No need to get all upset or everything. But wow. Yeah. Amazing, folks. Amazing. Anyways, we appreciate you taking the time to watch. You've been watching the Dr. Nasir Shaikh Show. I've been your host, Dr. Nasir. If you haven't done so already, we'd love for you to subscribe to the channel, like, share, and follow us. Let us know what you think. Check out our other video links here and there. And my final thought, as always, when you're right, you're right. And when you're left, you're wrong. Until next time, folks, take care and stay safe.